Hi there guys, Ken from Miniature Wargaming Warriors and welcome to Kingdom Come Deliverance. This is a medieval game that I absolutely love and I really want to share this with you. I'm going to hopefully be doing this playthrough, but we're going to start at the very beginning and I'm going to let the game explain what's going on. So this is the background story.
Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life.
Remember, this is all real, you know, this is history.
Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs
Oh dear.
and stayed for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
So, that was the intro. And this is the main screen, so what we're going to do is we're going to start a new game. I'm going to go here. Okay, and normal hardcore mode. We'll go normal mode to just for the first game, because hardcore mode is, like it says, hardcore, and if you're new to the game you don't know what buttons are what, this will explain it a bit better, so it gives you a chance to follow along. So graphics wise, I'm playing in 4K. I've got everything set to high. So what you're going to see is 4K stuff. So let's start. So there's going to be some more video and it's going to be of like the world. So here we go. Warhorse Studios. The early 15th century was a time of turmoil in the Holy Roman Empire, which had flourished under the late Emperor Charles IV, but now with his son Wenceslas the Idle on the Bohemian throne falling into disarray, the king's inactivity angered many of the nobility as well as half-brother King Sigismund of Hungary. God, that was quick. Even I couldn't read that fast. But this is the game. This is how beautiful it is. And this is all free roam as well, guys. So once we get out of like the main little startup area, like every single video game has, it's free roam. We do what we want. We take missions we want. There is a storyline to be followed, but we can deviate from it as much as we want. And there are consequences. So Silver Scalags, 1403 in Bohemia. So we're in the period of the 100 Years' War. So, you know, you're going to be looking out for kit and armour that it's going to be the same for the 100 Years' War. So I'm really looking forward to this. Looking awesome. There's a couple of ways you can play this game, and you can play this whole game without killing anyone, so it is possible. You can go down like different routes, so as the story progresses, I'm not going to spoil anything, but you can choose whether like you want to kick yourself out as maybe an archer, or you want to kick yourself out as a men-at-arms like these guys are, as a lord, or you can just be a peasant. So for myself, I think we might play Henry as an archer, just because archery.
God bless. Same to
Religion's
you.
a massive thing in this
There's
game
a
as well.
scorcher.
You know, you're seeing the guys, their jupons and everything like that, standing around. This is Henry's family, so that's his mother and this is his father.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping
So
when
you
I
see he's a
went out.
blacksmith.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Remember, this isn't a AAA game, so
Go and get the lazy
this
bones
isn't
up there.
like Grand Theft
Quick
Auto or
clout
anything
down the
like
edge
that.
should
This is
do
made by a small company. And to be fair, they do it just. Graphically wise, it's absolutely beautiful. Just what you'd imagine medieval periods to look like.
Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother. Get up or I'll come get you up, you son of a bitch.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again,
Oh dear.
haven't you?
Remember, he's a commoner.
You'd better pray your father doesn't
So,
get to hear of it.
you know, sword fighting,
You know how he feels
Not
about
good.
it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
sure he
Well,
did.
Just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
So this is us, we're Henry. Nickname, Hal. Wonder if it's a nod to King Henry V. I hope so. Right, so that's like the intro of the game. This is to welcome you to the game. You're in like the village of Skalags. So different things for the game. So you've got your hunger you need to keep an eye on. You need to keep yourself clean. Clothes will deteriorate. You know, there's so many things you need to do. If you start looking smelly and stuff, people will tell you you're looking smelly and go and have a wash. It's pretty awesome. But we'll see all these mechanics as we go through and I'll explain them all. But I can't remember.
A fine state you're in this morning. What
Oh,
on
here
earth
we go.
did you get up
So
to
here's the
last
first bit of dialogue between you and the character. Right.
Nothing much. Me and the lads were just having a chat in the tavern. Some wayfarer stopped by. He was telling us what's going on in the world, and well, I lost track of time.
Well, I hope he didn't fill your head with nonsense. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Right, so you can see here that I've got perk points. So you can go down speech, agility. Agility is good for archery. Speech is good for, you know, just talking to people and stuff. But we're going to go with a bit of agility because archery.
No, it's just Matthias was teaching me archery.
Archery? Do you want to become a poacher? Have you any idea of the punishment for that? And where did you get a bow, anyway?
Oh, come on. I've no interest in poaching. It's just a bit of fun.
Christ, give me strength. Just don't do anything stupid. For the love of God. Promise.
I promise.
Yes, mummy. So yeah, now you got extra dialogue. So the more you talk to people, so you want to go through all these, the more your speech
Matthew
dialogue
and
goes
Fritz
up.
come looking for me.
No, I haven't seen them this morning.
Ma-
They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
oh yes, we have to.
Mother.
You're nearly a grown man, Hal. Father will pass the fort on to you one day soon. You've been courting that Bianca for months now. Why do you have to keep wasting your time with those two layabouts? They're nothing but trouble.
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Okay, let's ask if Dad's angry.
Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword
So,
for
Safaragzik's the lord that we saw.
He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Nah, we don't want to ask her if she needs any help. It's too nice. Right, so breakfast on the table. What we got here? So we have a bread roll. So it's telling us how to eat. So let's pick up the bread roll. What else we got? You can sit down. So just can't be done while sitting. Okay, well that's handy, isn't it? So just get up then. Remember, this game is all in first person as well. So okay, let's try and nick some more of this food. That's a bit easier. Pick up the apple. Food is important, so there's a bit of lentil soup there. And it does go off as well, so it doesn't just sit in your inventory. But food is handy to have, so we'll just take all of this. Leave them an apple away. But anywhere in the game is... Ooh, a bit of cheese there, isn't it? Bit of bread and cheese. Bread and cheese. And you can eat from the pot. See, at the bottom, you've got the icon for... it looks like knife and fork and a plate. And so what we'll do is we'll eat from the pot. So you can cook stuff as well, but we'll eat from the pot. So we're just going to eat. These are throughout the world. And now you can see it's disappeared. So I've eaten my health and my stamina's regained. So, chest here. So there's nails. Nails for Teresa. Oh, they're part of a mission in a minute, so we shall take them anyway because it's handy. There's some bandages, snaps. All these things do things. So savoury snaps is how you save in the game, basically. But this is the house, so you got apples in there. Take all the apples. Cabbages, carrots. I probably shouldn't be nicking this all because I'm going to leave my family high and dry, but you'll understand why in a minute. Eat some cheese. Onions. Carrots. So I've basically cleared out the house. Right, so this is the first look of the game you're going to get, and, you know, it's absolutely beautiful. As you can tell, look at it. Absolutely, look at that. What a beautiful game. So, asking me to go to Father. You know, you can see on the top there's the compass, so there's different waypoints. So, go to my father. Grindstones, it's like a little mini game. Sharpen your blades. Let's talk to my dad.
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
Sorry, Pa. Alright, so here we go. So you've got speech, Middle Ages, status, you got love, and you got arguing, you got pain, special case, you get like different skills can help you. How it works is you've got guessing underneath and stuff like that. Your reputation level is down the very bottom there, you can see it. So yeah, I'm going to explain as we go. So Okay, so I'm good at heart. You can see I've got 100% reputation to my dad. I had to do something. It's a low number, so it's probably not going to pass. So my best chance of passing is going to be this, isn't it? So let's try it.
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
How, my boy? When are you going to get
So
some
success
sense?
means I've passed.
Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzik, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzik's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? Alright. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
Cool beans.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Right, so we've got our first little objectives. But you can see like the level of detail that they've gone into in the game. You know, just hammering away. So let's head up and get the crossguard because it's the nearest thing. So, you know, is the castle. For a start, look at the guys here. Look at their kit. Awesomeness. Got their jupons on, you know, their armour. Absolutely amazing. So let's have a chat. Looks like the Perry Miniatures kits they do, don't they? Funny that.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzik, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and grip. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done.
Yeah, Henry, come on, crack on, lad.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Right, so I've got the crossguard. You can see like all the wind and, you know, look at that. Look at that. Look how nice that looks. Very nice, isn't it? So like I say, it's all free roam. Everything's free roam, so you can go in stables there. Horses. You got the flies around and all that. You can see the level of detail they've gone into on the game. It's pretty cool. Right, so we're going into the main town. People just go about their days as well. So the AI have got like their own set routes, so it's pretty interesting. You can overhear stuff. Listen.
Here to buy.
Indeed I am, or I'll have nothing to smelt the ore with, and the king won't get his silver.
Which king do you mean, Master Tobias? The one sitting in some godforsaken tomb?
So, okay, let's have a little look around then. Okay, so there's a grocer here, there's a tailor.
Rooms for your house. rakes and hoes for your field. What else do you need? Come on up and see.
Trader. Another trader.
Make you and your family happy. Onions that'll make you cry and garlic that'll...
So let's have a chat with the trader and sell some of this food, because I'm not going to need it all.
What can I do
before it
for
goes
you?
bad. So let's make a trade. So sell option at the top there. So at the minute I have no money whatsoever. Trader's got 40 coins and my reputation is 94. So that all comes into play when I'm trying to haggle. So let's have a look. So selling, I have some bread rolls. It tells you the price and quantity you get. So they're worth 0.1. Bread rolls are 0.2. Cheese. Let's sell the cheese because that's worth a bit of coin. Get rid of that. Let's get rid of the onions. Don't like raw onion. Keep the lentil soup because that's going to be good. We've got a load of carrots. Tells you the quality here. Okay. Once that falls below a certain number, then you can't use it. So at the minute, we're looking at 13.4 coins. I've got 50 apples. Let's get rid of 40 of them. Keep 10. So we're up to 17 now. Get rid of one of the bread rolls. 17.6. I can sell these, so you're not searching around. I've found these bits and bobs. So 27.9 for savoury snacks. Basically, they're for selling. I'm going to sell 2 of those. Oh no, can't. No, better not actually, because let me check my basket. Because her wealth is above that. So let's go back to sell. So you can get the item info here. So it tells you within 1 minute you'll have 30 health despite a hangover. So that's handy. So it gets rid of like hangover stuff. So I'll just sell one. See, yeah, get 27. Okay. So what we do, that's the total that the game says it's worth. Okay, but we can get more than this. So what we end up doing is quite simple. Basically, we click check basket, which we're doing now, and then we're going to haggle. So we hold the X key down.
I'd like to discuss
Always discuss the price.
Naturally.
Don't ever take your first thing. So that's how it works, reputation. So the higher your reputation, the more you can haggle. So the sliders get moved. It's quite straightforward. It looks confusing, but I'll explain it all. Okay, so at the minute we're on 27. I want more gold, so let's go with 32 gold. Okay, I don't expect her to take this, but we'll give it a try.
What about this?
That's still too
Right,
much.
so she's saying no. Okay, but she's willing to go to 29. Okay, I've annoyed her quite a bit by that price. So let's say let's go 29.5. See if she'll take it.
Aye,
There
that
you go.
would do it.
She'll take 29.5. So we've ended up getting some more coin. All right. So we got some coin already. Happy days. So we've got A. So what we got? A, B. So you got the tavern and other bits. But let's go and have a look at the map quickly. Yeah. So that's the whole map for the whole game. So at the minute we're in Scalags, and that represents you. So A, buy charcoal. B is, sorry, A, yeah, buy bag charcoal. B is, no, there's the ale, there's cash, and B, I don't know what B is actually. Could be something else. Oh yes, it's this guy over here. But okay, let's go and have a chat with Ganesh, see if we can get our money for the charcoal stuff. There he is.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
He's grumpy, isn't he?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the...
So I'm trying to be reasonable.
If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
So I've got the choice now. Pay your debts so I can ask him politely. Haven't got a heart option. But I'm not going to win that, so I'm going to just say you can expect a visit, because that's what I would do.
If that's the way you want it. I'll tell father you won't pay, and you can tell him what you told me.
And don't come back.
There you go. Right, there is an option here. Okay, so to get those tools back, what we could do is the axe is there. Look, you can see it. So you could steal it. So if you're being a little thief. Okay, so this is his house. You can see private area. Don't get caught in private area, because otherwise you'll get arrested. Alright, so we've got coin anyway, so we'll be able to buy the charcoal, because we sold that other stuff. So let's go and buy the charcoal.
How are you, Henry? Good health to
So I'm going to need 10 charcoal.
God be with
Just want 10. He wants 5 coin for it. Check basket. I'm going to haggle anyway. So medieval times, why not?
Let's have a word about the price.
Aye.
So I'm going to say I want to pay 4.4.
Agree?
Well, now a little more and we'll shake on it.
I'm going to go 4.6.
Aye. For that amount, I can be persuaded.
So we're saving money. Okay. Right. And you got ale. Ale's the last thing, so you got another thing over here. So
Hey, Pip. Do you want to learn something?
No, I don't think so. Thanks.
Suit yourself.
right, let's see what he wants then.
Hail to the hero.
Combat master.
So you haven't changed your mind about learning the craft of warfare?
So this must be the geezer who's teaching me how to use a sword, I guess.
Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
That was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when a son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The
Someone's
world's a
going to see the
dangerous place
world.
and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken
Oh,
like
that's
a
what
man.
I want. What that
And as
bloke's
it
got
happens,
behind.
today's your
Pole
last
axe.
chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Oh, yes. So,
yes
please.
All right, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
Alright, so he's going to make his way up there. We'll have a little look around again. So everyone's just going about their business. Gates are shut at the minute because obviously, you know, this is a tutorial, so it's like how you start and all that stuff. He's armoured nicely. Got a bow, arrow. Where's that pole axe is what I want. But the thing is, right, because you're a peasant boy, you don't know how to use weapons like that, so you have to train. So it is one of those things, you literally have to train to use it, and if you don't know how to use it, you will die. You know, your points go up and everything like that, but you know, you got all the chickens lying about. You can kill and slaughter those for food. You've got flowers and bits and bobs there. That's really great, doesn't it? The whole game. You know, there's people just going about their daily business. All that smoke up there is coming from like mines. Well, let's head up to the training. So that'd be B. Just hopping the old fences at the minute. He's up here somewhere, isn't he? So it's like a training pen. And there he is. Combat arena. So let's have a chat.
Can we get started?
Yes, please.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far.
Right, so combat in this game works very well. It is not straightforward. So draw my sword.
Keep moving. Your life depends on it.
So I'm locked on. See this system here? Where the red bit is pointing is where my sword is actually in place.
Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself.
Okay, so I want to keep moving and I want to... he's defending. But I'm going up. Now I'm going down.
Very good. Alright. The point
I'm just using the mouse to move all that.
Try it a few times.
And then a right mouse button is going to give me that central stab.
Once again.
Stab.
Nice.
Stab.
Good, good. Let's try something else. One strike, I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another.
Alright, so chain strike. So down, stab. Left, stab. Right, stab. That's a chain strike. But you can see my stamina's going down. That's why it's important to get your stamina up.
Remember though.
So that's your basic intro to swordplay. That's it.
And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
I could do with a bite to eat.
So we've got all the sheep over here, look. Right, so the last thing we had to do was get the ale for father, so let's go and get the ale. Right, you got bloody, you know, stocks and all that.
Good day, Henry.
Oh, we can play dice. No. Let's not gamble yet.
Implements, instruments, and tools. Everything for work and home.
So what was everyone thinking so far? If you're liking the game, put it in the comment section below.
Insulting our king. What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with
is
you,
opposed
Henry.
to your king.
I'm with you, Matthew.
So such
What's going on here?
wasn't there?
Deutsche spouting shit. What? Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzig is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this. He would have you whipped like a dog.
Your dear will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
And don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but...
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words, exactly.
Ooh.
Deutsch has gone
So
too
get-
far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do? I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
Too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some turds will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
So, Hal, are you with us?
Ooh, do I go and throw the poo at the house? That is the question. Nah.
Not that I don't want to teach the Deutsch a lesson, but I really don't have time.
I've taken a reputation hit for it.
Still, we can manage without you. Let's go, lads.
Honestly, Hal, how could you pass up a chance like this?
Because it's the way I'm playing the game. Welcome to the tavern.
Come in.
Bianca.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And
Gotta flirt with the wench.
what else might your worship desire?
Picture
I need
for
ale
father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vaniak.
I suppose. He is a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach
dear.
me how to use a sword.
What use
Oh
would that
dear.
be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really?
You're an angel.
Savior snaps.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
So game saves automatically. At important moments you can take them. Very handy. Okay, so that is the main lot done. So let's go back to see father. Dum da dum dum da dum da 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 dum. Right. Okay, we're here.
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Yep.
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done.
So, for example, if you went and got the ale first, it would be warm, so it'd be annoyed.
Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. That's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. We got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together.
Here we go.
By the way, I heard some gossip about what happened to Deutsch. I expect you know something about it.
Maybe.
Maybe? Someone threw dung at Deutsch's freshly lime-washed house, maybe? And maybe those cronies of yours had something to do with it?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Oh, got what he deserved, did he?
He didn't even do it.
Look, I don't know if you're mixed up in this or if it's just those friends of yours. It's all the same to me. But I have a trade to run. The German pays well. And having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. Do you understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Do not annoy your
Good.
father.
Then we'll never have this conversation again.
What, so you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of the king?
Does that boy ever listen to a word I say? So Deutsch spouts rubbish. So what? You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth, not your fists.
But I'm just a wee peasant archer.
The furnace is ready.
Well, not yet.
Right,
I'm not,
we'll do the
but I'm
grip.
gonna be.
I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
It's a very nice sword. Guards on.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
So it just shows
Remember
that
Emperor Charles?
I do.
he was,
Life was good under his reign.
master blacksmith.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
Look at that sword.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Oh look,
Good
the
day to you,
nails that we
Teresa.
picked up here.
They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
I've already got them. So, give Teresa the nails.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine.
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Bring those nails and don't...
I have bought them.
Fine lass, eh? Now, stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire.
Two-handed sword.
We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though.
There's an ability. You can just tell, but look at all the armour he's got on.
Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it.
This is how good Henry is at a sword. Nope.
You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
He obviously knows him. You can tell because he's called him by his first name.
It's been an honor, Sir Ispan. Have a safe journey to Sassan.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history. That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Not today, son.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
As if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
Story's very interesting. Oh, what's going on here? Oh.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Oh. Shiver me timbers. The pillaging begins. That's a lot of men at arms. Sigismund.
Listen to me, Hal. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry!
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No! You do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Isaac. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Christ. Should have shut the gate quicker, shouldn't they? I put it to the torch.
We have to close the gates! Move! Come on, we're closing! Move it, people! Come on! We're running out of time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates! Keep running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Get through the gates!
I'm off my head. Must be. Oh. Oh, bloody hell. Whoever he is must die.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run! Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them! Run,
We'll get to Talmberg.
There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Wow, that was a long video. Let's see what let's get to Talmberg then. All right, I've got Sir Ragdot's sword. Run. The quest called Run. All right, I need to find a horse. Get a horse, ride to Talmberg. Okay, so can I see a horse? Can anyone see a horse?
Pigs, don't touch
Oh.
me, or I'll kill you.
Oh, that's...
Go to hell, you You Tatar beast!
So X to mount the horse. Call your horse at any time. Trot WAS and D. Gallop is double left shift. I think that was Teresa.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here. Oh, I'm out. Game saved. Oh, I've taken an arrow to the knee. No, the thigh. Bugger. I am not going to stay and fight them guys, let's put it that way. That is not going to happen. I am not trained. I am not dying, thanks.
Yeah.
So I got these guys are chasing me. Not good. Not good at all. The horses are still chasing.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, bugger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Running out of stamina.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, I'm taking arrows left, right, and centre. Oh, I've got one on my shoulder. Let's try and wiggle.
Run for it!
Hopefully they get caught by him. No, they're still following me. Jeez Louise.
Flee to Talmberg! Go! They'll kill you all! Yeah.
Problem is I've got to keep stopping to get some horse health back. Oh my goodness me.
Flee to Talmberg!
I'm on the last legs. God, I think this is it. I think I'm going to make it just. Oh my goodness me.
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose! Halt your Hosen inne!
That was lucky.
Quickly! We're closing the gate!
As portcullis has gone down. So I've made it to Talmberg. So we shall watch this cutscene, and I think that will be the end of this
Someone
episode.
give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages.
Yeah, I could definitely do with hot wine, thanks, mate. So that's the tutorial basically over with now.
Tell me, boy,
so we
who
are
you?
now free
And
roaming
where are
it.
you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
Look at that man at arms. Look at him. Look at all that armour.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
Oh. Ow. That's going to be painful.
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand?
You get to be a hobbit now for a little bit.
As new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
We've got a lord, not a sir. Beautiful graphics, aren't it? Look at all the detail in the houses.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was.
Look at my clothes. You can see how they've deteriorated because I've been wounded.
Flying on the hill above
So my clothes are absolutely torn to
pieces
pieces now. I'm going to even need to repair them more.
Strange language.
I'm going to need to,
they burned
get new
Skalitz
clothes.
to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Kuttenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands.
They seem to all know his. They seem to all know his
No
father.
one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
So I got to Talmberg. I made it. That's the end of the tutorial. What does everyone think? Everyone enjoying it? If you have really enjoyed the episode, let me know in the comments below, guys, because, you know, I want to do the whole playthrough. So if you've got a taste for it and you like it, let me know and I'll do another one. But until then, guys, I'll see you again very soon, and bye-bye for now.